And so like so developing a Black identity framework puts the nerd identity framework in perspective, I think, for a lot of Black nerds. Not all of us, because a lot of us have, especially I think in Black nerd circles, there's a lot of anti-Blackness.
There's a lot of anti-Blackness.
Yeah. So
internalized racism.
Yeah. Let's get into that, because that's the thing that probably broke my heart the most when I started seeing it, even among my youth, is how I could hear scripts of anti-Blackness kind of starting to develop, because they start out innocently, especially when you idolize this, culture and art form that has nothing to do with our experience, right, explicitly, and you don't see yourself in it. But like when I think about, the weirdo that was messing with Haryana, and this weirdo that's, trying to fight you with
right, yeah,
with Winjutsu from the other side of the country. It's clear like there's a lot of people who just want to kind of hold on to that. They want to separate Blackness from their actual identity in a lot of ways,
Yeah, no. It's kind of weird because they're the same type of people who's like, oh, Black people have this victimhood mindset, yada yada, where it's like, and then they feel like they're, the free thinkers that woke up when you just deconstruct any point that they've made, and it sounds like absolutely like asinine. And then like, when they have basic facts thrown at them in their face, like they'll just like turn the other way because like they just can't understand what's in their face, or they don't want to understand because it'd be rejection of all the acceptance, all the white acceptance they've had over the years. Mm-hmm. It's like you said, it pains you. Like it would pain you to see like that type of stuff when you were like younger. It pains me to see those types of niggas like online, like the nigga that was messing with Haryana. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing?
They're not gonna choose you.
It's so pick me as fuck. It's like you're like, okay, well, I'm one of the good ones. I'm the Black guy, that agrees with you. You're the Black friend that they go, oh, well, he's Black and he's fine with it. Yeah, it's like I hate that shit. I hate it when I always see that, because I always see that. Like it was when I was talking about the cosplay racism shit. It was like, well, I'm Black and I don't give a fuck. It's like, cool.
What they do, nigga?
That's sad, but cool. Like it's okay if you don't give a fuck about your own people or just you as a person being invalidated and disrespected. But that's not me. Me really? Personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, it's wild. And I want to be empathetic because I understand how that happens, right?
Right.
And I'll talk about it. I'm going to talk about it later on the live. But like when you're forced to be immersed apart from any type of Black consciousness, whether it's just because you're the only Black kid in your community, or maybe the only Black kid in your anime club, or the only Black dude on the message board, you know what I'm saying, or at the con or whatever, the microaggressions and the negative scripts about Blackness, or the outright racist jokes that people think are funny, you can only like fight that shit so long before you have to think of another strategy. Right. Especially if you're going to be like ousted or ostracized from community. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like if I use the I talked about this in one of the videos about Carlton from Bel Air, the new version, how like all his white friends are using the N-word, and the Will character got mad about it, yada yada. But I was like, you got to see this from Carlton's perspective. He's been there the whole time.
Right.
And he may have fought the first dude to call him a nigga in sixth grade, but now he's a junior in high school. Like, how much longer is he gonna fight motherfuckers to get away from that type of pressure? So no, it makes more sense that he adjusted. It's the same way with pick me young ladies. I'm not gonna get too much into that because I don't want to get out of my range. But you know how it is. Where it's like, I'm not like other girls. I'm one of the guys, etc. It's because you get used to negativity about who you intrinsically are. So you normalize or buy into it so that you feel that you have some type of agency or power over it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, 100%.
But then when a nigga calls you out,
right.
Like, have that same energy. Don't be trying to fight. Like, it's one thing to be a pick me. It's another thing to be a white knight for racists.
Right.
Like that. Like, I can empathize with you being a pick me, like quietly over there. Like, damn, look at that brother, man. That's tough. I can pray for that nigga. It's another thing when your whole channel is dedicated to pick me-ology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. At that point, it's like, well, this is I can't look at this and I can't feel sorry for you. At this point, I have to be like, there's something seriously wrong, and like I'm a make fun of you if like I feel like it, like because it just gets to a point to where it's just ridiculous. It's like it's a point to where there's like a huge lack of self-awareness. It's like, how are you as like a black man, like or how are you as any sort of disenfranchised minority group? How are you fine with talking and behaving like this, constantly taking pot shots at your own identity, or constantly trying to play up for the approval of these people who have been doing nothing but ridiculing you for your whole life?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Put that into perspective.
It would be like, to bring it full circle for any, anime fans that will see this. Imagine being a real anime fan and then getting around normies and being like, yeah, anime's weird and it sucks, but I'm okay. I'm one of the good anime fans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's like, they understand the concept of like identity solidarity and class solidarity, whatever. They understand the concept. They just don't want you to have it when they're doing some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to give passes. They want you to give passes and not rock the boat when it forces them to kind of see what the fuck they're doing.